James Garner confessed it all in the note he left behind to Doris Day, a quiet, deeply personal reflection that mirrored the honesty with which he lived his life. James Garner was born James Scott Bumgarner on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, and his early years were shaped by hardship, resilience, and an uncommon sense of self-reliance. The death of his mother when he was just 5 years old, combined with a difficult relationship with his stepmother, forced him to grow up quickly and instilled in him the empathy and emotional depth that would later define his performances. Before Hollywood ever came calling, Garner lived many lives. He worked blue-collar jobs, played football briefly, and served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War, where he was wounded twice and awarded the Purple Heart. These experiences grounded him, leaving him with a lifelong distrust of pretension and a deep respect for everyday people, qualities audiences instinctively recognized and trusted whenever he appeared on screen. His rise to stardom was anything but conventional. He entered acting almost by accident in the early 1950s, studying briefly at the Actors Studio in New York, and unlike many contemporaries, he never adopted an exaggerated movie star persona. Instead, he cultivated a naturalistic, underplayed, conversational style that felt revolutionary at the time. That approach paid off in 1957 when he was cast as Brett Maverick in the television Western Maverick, a role that made him a household name by subverting traditional Western tropes with humor, irony, and intelligence. The success of Maverick established the blueprint for his career, as he repeatedly portrayed men who were smart rather than flashy, moral without being sanctimonious, and strong without needing to prove it. His transition from television to film was seamless, with standout performances in The Great Escape, the Americanization of Emily, Grand Prix, and Support Your Local Sheriff, where he balanced drama, comedy, and action with remarkable ease. One of Garner's defining traits was his refusal to be bullied by the studio system. At a time when actors were often powerless, he successfully sued major studios over unfair contracts, becoming a quiet pioneer for performers' rights. In 1974, he returned triumphantly to television with The Rockford Files, creating the iconic character Jim Rockford, a perpetually broke, battered, yet endlessly likable private investigator whose humor and vulnerability earned Garner an Emmy Award and cemented his legacy. Even as he aged, his star never dimmed. He embraced mature roles with grace, delivering moving performances in Murphy's Romance, which earned him an Academy Award nomination, Space Cowboys, and as the older Noah Calhoun in The Notebook, introducing him to a new generation of fans. Garner's personal life reflected the same integrity audiences sensed on screen. He was married only once, to Lois Josephine Fletchman Clark, whom he wed just 16 days after meeting her in 1956, forming one of Hollywood's most enduring unions. He embraced her young daughter from a previous marriage and later welcomed their own daughter, Greta, remaining deeply devoted to family despite career demands. Though the marriage endured periods of separation, Garner and Lois ultimately recommitted to one another and remained married until his death in 2014, their nearly 58-year union standing as a testament to endurance, forgiveness, and mutual respect. In his final years, as he faced chronic pain, multiple knee surgeries, quintuple bypass heart surgery, a stroke, and declining health, Garner looked back with honesty rather than nostalgia. In his note to Doris Day, his longtime friend and co-star in The Thrill of It All and Move Over Darling, he admitted his worries, regrets, and the emotional cost of always being the good guy, acknowledging that his easygoing image had often been a shield. He wrote not with drama, but with plain-spoken clarity, expressing gratitude for friendship, family, and fans while refusing to romanticize his life. His final message was simple and profound: kindness lasts longer than fame. In the end, James Garner left behind more than an extraordinary body of work. He left a reminder that even the most admired lives are made meaningful not by applause, but by honesty, humility, and the courage to finally speak from the heart.